today I'm going to reply to some of your comments and questions. So I went on my Twitter this morning and asked you guys for some questions I could answer, and then I also browsed through the comments of my most recent videos and grabbed some questions from there. So I have lots of questions, and now I bring to you lots of answers. Let's get started. Could you do maybe a Q&A, draw my life, or some get to know me tags? Absolutely, here is a Q&A, and if you have any more questions, please feel free to ask those below and I'll try to get to them in the future. As for a draw my life video, I'm not sure about that because my life is pretty boring and I can't draw, but I will consider it. And as for the get to know me tags, I'm definitely open to doing that, but I don't really know which tags you guys might want to see, so if you have any suggestions on that front, please leave those below as well. Is Kat short for something? Yes, Kat is short for Kathleen, but nobody calls me that. Everyone calls me either Kat or Katie. Do you have a middle name? I do have a middle name. It is Gwendolyn. Kathleen Gwendolyn. Ooh, so fancy sounding. How old are you? I am 25 years old, and that might be surprising because most people think I'm more like 20, though I'm really pleased that at the age of 25 I look closer to 20 than 30, so aging. What are 3 things you want to accomplish in your lifetime? Ooh, I want to publish a book, of course, that's like my life dream, publish a book. I also would like to travel around the world a little bit, and after traveling, I would like to settle down and have a family. Will there be any live shows soon? And also, I've been dying to know if you'll be doing Camp NaNoWriMo in July. Live shows, right. Some of you guys have been asking me about live shows lately, and I haven't done one since March, so it's time to do another one. On Tuesday, June 25th at 5 p.m. Pacific time, I will do a live show, and there'll be more information in the description in case you are interested in that. When did you stop living with your parents? I moved out of my parents' house when I was 19, so it's been about 5.5 years that I've lived on my own, or at least not with my parents. I've been paying my own rent, bills, and food for the last 5 years. Ugh. I feel like she drank a lot of coffee before filming. I drink a lot of coffee before doing anything in life. True story. Will you be taking part in either the 30-day book challenge or the booktube readathon? I will not be participating in the 30-day reading challenge because that's kind of too big of a commitment for me, but I will be participating in the booktube readathon, and I will talk more about that in my July TBR because the readathon is still like a month away. If you could live in any one world from a book, where would it be and why? I would love to live in the Shadowhunter world. I don't care if it's London status or New York status or whatever, just Shadowhunter World, please. Although, stipulation, I want to be a Shadowhunter. Or a downworlder. I want to be involved in the world. I don't want to be a mundane. I want to be part of the Shadowhunter world. If you were freezing to death and needed a book to light a fire to stay warm, which book would you burn? One book that I really didn't like and that I wouldn't hesitate to burn is Evermore by Alison Noel. I'm sorry if you enjoyed that series, that book. Ooh, I really didn't like it. Would you consider burning your books if there was no coal or firewood? Sorry, I'm very evil. That is an evil question, and I kind of think I would rather be cold than burn most of my books. Some of them I might burn, just to like stay a little bit warm, but otherwise, I think I'll be cold. I'll cover myself in books. I'll use them as a blanket instead of kindling. Does that work? Which authors have you met personally? I've only ever met a couple authors. I've been to one book signing, and that was Stephanie Perkins and Maureen Johnson, so I met both of them briefly. And also Jody Gurman, the author of Babe in Boyland and a couple other books, was my creative writing teacher in college. So yeah, I haven't met that many authors, but that's because I live in California, but I live far away from where authors like to visit to sign things. So I need to get to more book signings though. That would make me really happy to be able to attend more signings. Do you plan on reading all of your books eventually? And if so, are there any that you are dreading reading? I definitely plan on reading all of my books one day, though to be honest, I don't think I actually will, because there's always more books coming out that I gotta have. I would love to finish all of them though, and there's not really any in particular that I'm dreading to read, but some of the bigger ones like Under the Dome or my giant Jane Austen book. Those ones are intimidating, but I still want to read them, so I'm not really dreading to read any of them, but some are big and scary. How's the progress going on your own writing? I kind of have story ADD right now, and I just keep jumping from one project to another. I'm juggling 6 different stories right now, which is too many for my little hands, and I need to decide on just one to focus on, but it's very difficult and I have a lot of writing angst right now, and I will talk about this further in a writing update video very soon. When are you expecting to publish one of your books? I really want to have one of my books published, so trust me when I say I'm working on it, but it's definitely hard to have a set time or date or whatever because there's just so many variables, but with any luck, I will have something able to be published within a year, by the end of 2014, maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed. Which author would you love to work with? That is a really good but really tricky question. I think I'm gonna have to say either John Green or Stephanie Perkins or Laini Taylor or Holly Black or Scott Westerfeld or Liv Bray, just any of my favorite authors. I would love to work with them, but it's kind of a long shot, so I'll just settle for reading and enjoying all of their books. Will you ever go to YLL Fest? I'm definitely not opposed to attending any sort of book or lit fest, but this one is far, far away from me, so odds are not in my favor. Will you play Xbox with me? I definitely would play Xbox with you if I ever played Xbox anymore. If the world was ending and you had to choose one book to take with you, which one would it be? Is there an omnibus of all the Harry Potter books? That's what I want. An omnibus of Harry Potter, like 4,000 pages. I think maybe this video had a focus issue. That or I no longer have 2020. It's not you. My camera thought it was more important to focus on the books in the background rather than me, and I kind of don't disagree. I still can't 59 cents. Dude, I am right there with you. If you could be any character from any book, who would it be? I am super duper envious of Tessa Gray's life. I would like to take her place if that is possible. What would you recommend for better descriptions? I'm actually planning on making some more writing advice videos very soon here, and a video about writing better descriptions is right near the top.
Would you rather have screaming nipples or a tongue that always interrupts you?
I don't even know where to start my reasoning on that one. Like, an interrupting tongue might sort of hinder my everyday life a little bit more, but what if my tongue interrupts with like funny, clever things and everyone's like, oh, Kat's tongue is such a riot. But you know, that's the kind of thing that would be funny sometimes, but like super duper annoying other times. Not that screaming nipples wouldn't be annoying, but I kind of think there might be a better way to stop the screaming nipples from interrupting your life. Like, can you just throw some duct tape over them and mute your nipples? That is a really weird sentence. Okay, I think we're done with the Q&A now. Yeah, we gotta wrap this up. Alright, there you have it. That is everything. I have answered many of your questions, but if you do have more questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments here, or you can ask me via Twitter or Tumblr, and I will do my best to reply either on those various social media sites or in a future video like this. But yeah, that's everything I had today, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great night, and I will have another video soon, so I will see you then. Goodbye!